Good morning, friends. Today is April 23rd, or Thursday, April 23rd, 2020. Today it is rainy and it looks like it's going to rain all day until this evening. So that kind of stinks. Today's question of the day, which also I loved getting to see everybody's books. I have a new series that I might order that we could maybe start reading after Junie B. Jones. I'll have to show you. And then, yeah, so my question of the day today, because this week is actually career week. I'm actually going to send some stuff that Miss Sonigera and Miss Williams put together for career week today. They made a bunch of stuff for everybody to look at, some videos of what people do. So I'll send that too this morning. But I also wanted to ask you guys the question of the day about career week, since it's career week, and ask you what you think you want to be when you grow up. So that will be our question of the day. Obviously, I want to be a teacher. But when I was little, I thought I wanted to be the president. I was convinced I was going to be the first woman president. And then I also wanted to be a ballet dancer. So, but then I wanted to be a teacher. So let's see what Junie B. Jones is up to. We're almost done. Now this one, remember last time she had to go to the principal's office. So let's see. Chapter 7 is My Story This Time by Junie B. Jones. Principal's the boss of the school. He lives at the office. I have to go there when I'm unruly. Unruly is the school word for not being ruly. There's a typing lady there. She isn't allowed to smile. Sit down, she said. She pointed at the blue chair. Yeah, only I don't actually like to sit there, remember that? 'Cause that is where the bad kids sit, and I'm not even bad, I explained. I explain that to her every time I go there. The typing lady leaned over the counter at me. She made her face look scary at me. Sit down, she said. I sat down. Then I pulled my frog jumper over my face so nobody could see me. Pull your skirt back down, she said. Yeah, only I'm actually allowed to do this because I have on tights, I said. See them? They are green with little tadpoles on them. Just then, I heard Principal's voice. Well, well, Junie B. Jones, what a surprise, he said. My mouth dropped all the way open. Hey, I hollered from under my dress. How'd you know it's me under here? 'Cause you can't even see my face. Lucky guess, said Principal. After that, I uncovered my head, and me and him went in the office. I climbed up the big wood chair. Principal looked very tiredish. He rubbed his eyes of his baldy head. Okay, let's hear it. What's your story this time, he said. I sat up straight and tall. My Story This Time by Junie B. Jones. Once upon a time, I didn't get invited to a meanie boy's birthday, and I am the only one in all of room 9 who isn't going, and so that's how come I was moving today. Only mother brought me to school very stiff, and then I was a buzzing bee, only Crybaby William is a squealer, and Lucille won't be a good twin, and so then Mrs. yelled at me, and that's how come I had to twist that Jim's head, and now I'm sitting here in this big wood chair. I folded my hands on my lap. The end. Principal put his head down on his desk. I peeked at him. Are you laying low? I whispered. He sat up again. Then he called my mother on the telephone. Those two talk very often. This time, they talked about the birthday party and how I'm not invited. After he hanged up, Principal looked nicer at me. I guess sometimes we grown-ups think we're the only ones with problems, he said. We forget that even when you're little, life can be tough, can't it, Junie B. Jones? Yes, I said, life can get your goat. After that, me and him went out of his office, and he lifted me into the blue chair again. I want you to wait here a minute, he said. There's someone I have to talk to before I can get this settled. Yeah, only guess what? I don't actually want to sit in this chair, I explained, on account of this is where the bad kids sit, and I'm not even bad. Principal thought, and then he snapped his fingers. I think I might have a perfect solution, he said. He went in his office and brought out a giant shopping bag. What if we hide you under here? He asked. If we hide you under this bag, no one will be able to see you at all. I jumped up and down and very excited because hiding is my favorite thing in the whole wide world. That's why. Principal sat me down in the chair. He put that giant shopping bag over my head. Hey, who turned out the lights? I said. Then I laughed and laughed because that is called comedy, of course. I bended my knees and pulled them under the bag. I hugged them real tight. Now all you can see is the tippy toes of my shoes, I said, very happy. This is the perfect solution I ever saw. And so how did you even think of this wonderful thing, I asked. Only Principal didn't answer me back. And there she is, waiting with the paper bag. Because he probably went back to his office already. After that, I hid it inside my bag. I hid it a real long time. It was a jillion years, I think. Guess what? This is taking longer than a minute, I said from inside there. The typing lady didn't answer me. Yeah, only guess what else? My knees are very bended and squished in here, I said. And so this isn't good for my circulation, probably. Just then, my legs started squirming all around because I was getting ants in my pants. That's why. Hey, doesn't anybody have ears? Get me out of here right now because I'm at the end of my rope in this thing. Plus, also, I'm getting ants in my... All of a sudden, someone yanked the bag off my head. It was the scary typing lady. Pants, I said soft. She took me back into Principal's office, and guess what? That Jim was in there. He was sitting in the big wood chair, and Principal was frowning at him. Junie B., our friend Jim here has something he wants to say to you, don't you, Jim? Asked Principal. That meanie Jim didn't answer. He kept on looking at his feet. Principal tapped his fingers. We're waiting, Jim, he said. That Jim did a huffy breath, and he said his words, I'm sorry. Principal raised up his eyebrows. Sorry for what, Jim? Tell Junie B. what you're sorry for. That Jim stared at his feet some more. I'm sorry I didn't give her an invitation to my party, he said very grumpily. But your mother told you to, didn't she, Jim? Said Principal. Your mother told you to give an invitation to every single person in your class, but you got mad at Junie B. and decided to not give her one. Isn't that right? That meanie boy did his shoulders up and down. I guess, he said real soft. Principal crossed his arms. And so what are you going to do to correct the problem, he asked. That Jim waited, and then all of a sudden he got down from his chair and he holded out an invitation to me. There's Jim giving her one. My stomach did a flippy-flop. For me? It's really for me, I said, very squealing. Then I snatched that thing out of his hand and I zoomed all around. Oh boy, I said, it's really for me, it's really for me. And so now I'm not the only one. I zoomed all around the big wood chair. Principal looked nervous of me. He hurried up and opened his door, and I zoomed right out of there. And I didn't stop till I got to room 9. Chapter 8 is ruining my Saturday. So now she's invited, but we'll see how it goes. I don't know that I would want to go if Jim was supposed to invite me and then decided not to invite me. I think that would make me not want to go. I don't know what you think. Also today for Career Day is supposed to be Dress for Success. So Miss Dimming, obviously I am not dressed for success right now. I'm wearing a sweatshirt. I will dress for success and take a picture, and I'll put it on my Instagram and send it to you guys. And if you dress for success today, I want you guys to send me a picture too so that I can see all of you dressed for success. And don't forget that the question is for Career Week, what do you want to be when you grow up? And dress for success. Also for Connect today is art, so I'll put Mr. Steele's art video in there as well. Hope you guys have an awesome day, and I love you and miss you.